My name is Daley and I'm a chemical engineer. I grew up in Raleigh, North Carolina. When I was in high school, I really enjoyed chemistry. I found it really fascinating to understand, how the world worked. And then for the past year, I've been making Cliff Bars here at a facility in Twin Falls, Idaho. It's important to understand our materials that we're working with. We might talk about the viscosity or the thickness of a syrup that you need to deliver to a mixer in order to make a bar. What I think about when I'm making the bars is different ingredients. So we have to think about taste and texture and all of that fun stuff. But from a processing standpoint, depending on what we put in it, it will mix differently. It might stick to equipment more or less, depending on what's in the bar. And so when we look at the ingredients and what's here, those are some of the considerations that we're thinking about as we think about making a Cliff Bar. Engineers are definitely creative because we usually have a problem and we have to find a solution. I commonly refer to myself as a professional problem solver, whether it's an ingredient or a chemical or whatever, this fluid that we need to get from point A to point B. And you have to think through all the different ways you could do that. It's like, okay, we could move it in buckets by hand. We could put in this really awesome pump in order to move it. And then sometimes the solution is you heat it up in order to make it easier to move and then cool it down before you use it. Really, all options are open to you, and it's up to you as an engineer to figure out what the best option is and to make a recommendation. There's sometimes the best solution is just do it and see how it turns out, especially if it's low cost. Failing is definitely part of the process. If it fails, then say, okay, well, why? Let's understand why it went wrong and learn from our mistakes. Because if you don't make mistakes, you aren't trying enough new things. So the solar project is about a 5-acre array in the southwest corner. There's a ton of teamwork involved in my job and in engineering. All these great engineering marvels around us were never created by just one person. Everything around us has been engineered on some level. And so being a part of this group of people who has put together everything, hey Sarah, that we touch in day-to-day life it's really empowering.